Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
Come on, fellas.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Rush in. Check.
Cook. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's throwing them in the offensive backfield.
Oh, he slipped right by him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle?
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Cousins gives way to Cook. Room here to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop.
Cook strip, the ball's out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
2nd and 5 now. Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of 2. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 42-yard line.
Set! Yellow waiting! Yellow waiting! 32! 10! 10!
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike, 51.
Following the interception, Cousins. That's complete to Sharp. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Cousins now. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Cook able to escape.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it.
On third down, it's Cook, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Hey, easy, easy. Big 20.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get them cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Rip left, rip left. Hey, watch it, watch it. He's checking.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
General West. Listen to me.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. The open man is Smith. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. And Justin Coleman brings him down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On second down, this is Madison. And he's got room. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cousins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Good route here.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.